Hey guys, Malika here from Malika Semper Astrology, and let's talk the new moon coming in this week. So, the new moon in Scorpio is coming in this week on Friday, November 1st. So, the first day of November, we welcome in this new moon. She will be peaking in her newness at 5:47 a.m. Pacific. So, a new moon in Scorpio, I mean, any new moon, we go inside, we move into introspection, we turn into our internal world. But especially with a new moon in Scorpio. So we have a double Scorpio sky. The sun and the moon both land in Scorpio. Let me check the degrees here. At 9 degrees. So you're going to find in your chart wherever you have 9 degrees of Scorpio, and that is the area of life, whatever house it lands in, that is the area of life that is going to be most affected by this particular new moon. So a new moon in Scorpio, things come up from the depths. They come up to the surface. Scorpio moves in the hidden world, in the shadow realms. And Scorpio is really swimming in that which we cannot always see. So Scorpio looks and sees what's hidden, what's under the bed, what's kept in the back of the closet, what's kept very deeply inside of ourselves and buried. And ideally, then Scorpio brings light to it. So with this new moon, you might find yourself really looking at things that are surfacing, that have been kept hidden or that have been kept buried, that are now coming to light. So it is an opportunity to do a lot of healing with this particular new moon in Scorpio. We're looking at the wound, we're looking at the fear, we're looking at the old story, old habits, old patterns, and we're bringing light to those things. We're bringing healing to those things. That is the opportunity under a double Scorpio sky. And we don't necessarily want to talk about it. We don't want to share about it because it can be so personal. And it's our own inner work that surfaces during new moons, right? Um, and this particular new moon, I really like this. I'm looking at the chart right here. This particular new moon is really supported by Saturn. So this new moon is receiving a trine from Saturn. So Saturn gives us strength to go into the darkness, to go into those deeper waters. Saturn is going to give us stability and give us the backbone, give us the courage and the discipline, the tenacity and the focus to go in and do some of that deeper shadow work. Saturn, when he's happy, when he has a blue line coming from him, when he has a blue trine coming from him, he is so supportive. He gives us strength and he says, you can do the hard work, you can do anything. And that is the song he is singing to this particular new moon in Scorpio. So as that deeper emotional content, soulful content surfaces with this new moon, know that Saturn has your back. Know that Saturn has his hand on your back and is saying you can go into these depths, into these wounds, into these hidden stories, and really do your healing. You have the strength for it. So doing the shadow work as these energies show themselves, right? During the Scorpio new moon. They tend to be those hidden energies that then surface during this new moon. So an integral part of this particular healing practice is sitting in what shows up and not running from it. That is the key with Scorpio, right? If we choose to run from it or leave the shadow work out of our lives, it's gonna come up again and again and again. It's like we get stuck in this loop of avoiding. And so when it shows up, we sit with it, we give it our attention, we look it dead in the eye, and we acknowledge it and we do the healing there within. It's a beautiful time for therapy. Some of us can't do this alone. Some of us can't go this alone. And it's a beautiful time for that support system, that support person to come in and help you sort of move through the stuff that surfaces during a Scorpio new moon. We can also find themes of power surfacing around this time now. There's a recognition of where we abuse our power. So it can go one of two ways. Either we are recognizing where we have to have control at all costs, where we don't give in to power, where we are the bullies and we are the ones who are overbearing and bossing everyone else around. Or where we have given our power away. Those themes can really show themselves under a double Scorpio sky. So the key is to claim back your power, to take back your power, to really hold it in a strong way that isn't then overbearing. There can also be themes of letting go. Letting go is a huge Scorpio theme. Um, Scorpio is a very binding archetype. It wants to hold on to things and possess things and own things. But the higher calling of Scorpio is how do we loosen the grip on things and let them breathe and let them come and go as they will. So there can be themes around letting go, themes around power. Sexual energies can surface during this particular double Scorpio sky too. A lot of sexual lessons, learnings, teachings, healings around, how we use our sexual energy, our relationship to intimacy. We're going deep with this one, you guys. We're definitely going deep. So look where 9 degrees of Scorpio lands for you in your chart, what house it's in, and that'll give you more of an idea of the topics that might surface for you. Look at the house, and those topics of that house are going to be the ones that are speaking to you during this particular new moon. So you sort of know, it sort of gives you a map of how to step into this energy and what you want to focus in on. Okay. So enjoy this one. Some people love a rich, good, deep, dark night. With Scorpio in the sky, our water signs could be really familiar with this, really enjoy the richness of this new moon. Whereas, the air signs might be a little bit more like, I don't know about this. But either way, you're being asked to go into the depths. So don't be scared of the depths.